Oh, Jesus, hello. What happened? That was a good fucking start to the show.
What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Not Fazed Talk Show.
Sorry, what did you say?
Your ears fucked off that.
Wasn't
I was
expecting
making
that.
sure the wire was in tight before we got going, and then you hit
It's not
go.
the first time you said that, is
I have to make sure it's in.
it?
Are you in yet?
What's your crack?
Not that, man. Fucking enjoying life.
There was something happened there just before we came on. Over the show. We're gonna go back and have a look at the our literal beginnings, and we've delved very deep into the archives of these. But we're reading some comments, and there was something that I read the other day that I wanted to say to you, and it's about how the English language, you can say the exact same thing and add an extra word, and you know someone's lying.
Right.
So, like that comment that popped up, it was me whenever I'd first joined in Fusion Audio, being like, "Oh, crack it, tune, mate," because I was like, "Yeah, it's the boss. Want to lick the boss's hole, yeah." But see when
There's the Belfast Grey man in. What's happening? Like your new tune, fella.
what's happening? Um, see, whenever you're seeing people talk on gigs and things, right?
Yeah.
If someone says "see you there,"
They're not
I
going.
no, I would say right, okay, see you there. But if someone says "see you there" for sure, nah, they're not going. They're overemphasizing the fact that they're going to be there, and I would instantly be like, "Nah, I'm not going to see you there."
I don't even read the comments.
But you know, well,
Fuck
no,
yeah.
it would. But you know what I mean? There's certain ways in which you know that someone's
Yeah.
doing a certain thing, even though that it might be taken in a different way,
Yeah, no, I feel you. Like, I know people talk shite.
especially on the internet.
The internet's the best place
What
for
are
talking
you
shit.
doing over there?
I'm going to put this video of you up wanking.
No, I told you to do. I told you that was for Patreon, mate. We need to save some
No,
content
I'm
for
a
there.
dickhead, mate. I posted a video just before I went live, and my phone's dinging like fuck.
Oh, right, okay. So that's what it is. It's just that you didn't really.
We can help you. We can help you make an original, no problem.
What's this?
Belfast Grey Man, but they're doing. See what they're doing, right? These guys are just rapping over already made tunes.
Yeah.
We can make them an original tune, no problem.
Well, that's it. Back in the day, I was into my rap, and that's what
Yeah.
I started out. That was before
Well, that's
dance
it. If they
music.
have the rhymes, we could just make a tune similar. What was the tune you used? Was it what do you call it? I'm feeling it, and
Aye.
then they rapped over it, and it's actually like fucking hundreds of thousands of plays and all. Like
Yeah.
it's doing well, but you could get an official release if you just use
An original made
an
tune.
original made tune, which we could do, not a problem.
Yeah, and it's always fun to
If you want to rent the
expand.
studio out, give us a mail, and we can sit down for a day. If you have the bars, and you can spit them, we'll make something for you. No
Yeah.
problem. Right, on to what we were going to do.
So yeah, we said last week that we were going to go back to where we started. We've been on SoundCloud, we've been on YouTube, we've found literally the very first tunes that you made or I made that we would have put online. The probably
I'm feeling a wee bit weak.
the first. I'm not actually. You see, even having a flick through them there, I'm actually
Aye.
proud as fuck because you really forget because of what you do now, of where you do come from. And
I
yes,
know.
we stay grounded and all that there, but we don't cut ourselves enough credit. And then you listen to that, and you're like, shit, we have come a long way, like individually and as an act as well.
I know. I've seen people saying, "Why not pull them down? Why not take your older shitter ones off the internet?" I'm like, why?
No,
Okay,
it's part of the journey.
Part of the journey. It's like if you want to go back, you can see how much we've improved over the years. But now, no, like I'm still, like I was joking there, but I am proud of them because that's what, like, see, back then I didn't have a clue what I was doing, but I was getting music made. Like,
Yeah, well, that's
same with yourself. Like,
that's it.
music was being made, and we genuinely didn't. Still, some days I sit here and go, I have no idea what I'm doing. Like,
I've always said it, and it's see whenever you first start making music, the ideas are so much better because you haven't got a clue about keys or synths or chords and
I
all
knew a
this
lot
here.
about keys back then. Let me
Nah.
tell you.
But like,
Fucking door keys going up my front door. Who's not my front door?
where's my key? Ah, fucking lent it there, man. Shit, that's me not getting in.
Uh,
But it's that's it. You had more fun being creative and making it try to sound like something. It sounded like shit, but it was fun shit.
Yeah.
And then once you start getting bogged down in the actual ins and outs of making music, then
See as well, see anyone who's watching on Facebook here, there is a high chance that the Facebook police are going to start muting this because there's a lot of music that are like mashups and stuff. So you're probably best jumping over to our YouTube channel. I'll put the link in the thing here and watching it there just in case Facebook police do get us.
if it does, let us know. However, it's terrible quality, so we might get away with it. So yeah, who are we going to attack first? Are we going to go for heart surgery, surgery?
Just do one of each.
Or yeah, that's what I mean. But who are we going to go for first? I'll rock, paper, scissors, yeah.
I don't care, mate.
Okay, well he's first. Right, well I'm first on the chopping board on the list here. So
You were busting to go first, you wee dick. Whoop, whoop. It's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop.
what are you doing?
There's the link there, folks. Go and grab it if you want to watch it on YouTube, because they'll not take us down. And yep, whoop whoop.
So
Knock that down.
let's see. I'll fucking knock you down if you don't stop poking and prodding at stuff.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. Fuck, that was so like the original. We were gonna get copyrighted for that.
Can you remember the name of the band that sang that? Pop quiz?
No,
Chumbawamba.
that's the only fucking lyrics of the song I know. Oh, does it say "Oh Danny Boy" or something? Or
Aye.
doesn't it?
Also sings about pissing the night away. He drinks vodka drink. He drinks a
Yes.
cider
That
drink.
was
He
a
drinks a lager
FIFA
drink.
fucking tune.
Of
wasn't
course it was.
Aye.
I love doing that. See, whenever you're out and about shopping and you hear it on, I'm like, here, Nicole, do you know what that is? Like, what? FIFA tune.
FIFA tune.
Right.
Jordan said that to me last night. I was bringing down to the bar, and I was fucking blasting Bada down, and he was like, "Mate, it's just like an old FIFA tune." I was like, "Fuck, that's way better than that." Right.
So this tune here actually I made as a entry for a remix competition.
Only play a bit. Skip forward, or are we?
That's all right. Jesus. Yes,
You want to
boss.
hear the fucking full version of your shit?
So this was what 12 years ago. Long music. Don't put it subscribe to that. No breakdown, just straight into the top.
Straight in your
For the time that was absolutely hard.
What wrong out there?
Bit the land. Oh, a bit more here.
I'm a fast actor there. Trying to get creative there with the screech. I believe you didn't win that. I deviate.
I'm happy with that.
I know. I would be doing it. That's not bad. It's all right.
Different things for the groove and stuff. Oh, presets all over here. We've been a Nexus, student Nexus. Oh, I remember having this like well, Smith did something. I was like, I'll do it with this here.
They were the thing back then. I loved them in Ireland. What? The McDonald's alright on that thing? Not bad, mate.
I'll take that one.
That's where it was started.
It was. That was one of my very first breakouts. So, oh Jesus.
Well, fair play to you. I don't mind that, actually. That's probably one of the better ones we're going to listen to this evening.
I will, yes. We're
What's
going
happening, 8 Ball? Hope you're well, brother.
further back in the years?
I think I entered a similar competition for them about 10 plus years ago.
It would have been. I think it was the 100th release on
Fusion.
Yeah.
How did last night go? Did you...
Overload won it.
Well, they're good, actually.
Yeah.
Unlike us.
Here, they didn't last though.
I know. How did you get on last night? Did you just have a good night at David Rust and Logic?
I looked completely rammed last night.
Cracker night. Fair play to Jason.
I was thinking about that 8 years. Like,
what?
that was their 8 years birthday.
Well, we played for him for got to be 5 years now.
Oh, was
Like,
it not the Logic third birthday or the third festival that we first
by
played?
the third, but it's got 2019. I think was the first year we played with him.
So what's the math on that for?
Friend, it turned into a bit. It started off as business and turned into family, basically.
Bit like us.
Mm-hmm.
It's the
We have a
best-
habit of doing that.
It's the
though.
best way to do it, man.
Shout out the Logic crew.
Yeah, but it looked fucking packed last night. It looked a really good night.
Whenever we played with David Russ the last time, that was probably the busiest I've seen the club.
Yeah.
Bar last, obviously.
The
While
Welsh,
we have been there.
the Welsh
you know
love
what I mean?
Rusty.
Or tell a lie that remember we played the after party? That was the busiest the club was of the
Oh,
festival.
wow, after the festival,
aye.
yeah.
Mate, the place was fucking ram stupid. We were arguing with Scott Project the whole way up the road in the taxi about Brexit.
No, we weren't arguing. We were just explaining to him that he didn't understand what the ins and outs of it was. Like, we're the problem because we don't want borders, but we need a border. So you can't put borders in our country, Frank. No, it'll bring you back to the dark times.
What's happening? Hope you're well. Welcome to the show, Kelly Lee. KMW. I'm gonna assume that's a DJ name. Are you? KMW.
Well, given the profile picture, yes.
Go ahead. Welcome to the show. Now let's listen to more shit music from us from 12, 15 years ago.
When I get the next one up, mate, there was, see the way you're like, I'm going to assume there. I love doing that, but see when you people watch and you make them assumptions, it can go terribly, terribly wrong.
I love people watching in airports and all, mate. You see people stressing out. Like, I just sitting there with a glass of wine, just watching everyone stress, including you. You stress out like a
You've
mother.
definitely helped me calm down a bit. I don't think I'm as bad as what I used to be in the airports.
I'm like, Dave, don't worry, mate. We're going to walk straight in here and straight onto the plane. I know we're an hour late.
Yes,
Don't
yeah.
worry.
At least you're taking the blame on that one. Right, what one do you want me to pick? The hard provider and meets heart surgery one, or do you want me to go to the really, really old DJ Sergi music?
DJ Sergi music. We'll give this a blast.
Let's go to DJ Sergi. Okay.
Heart surgery. This is what our old deal is.
You can work away.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what any of these are. So
look at you.
I have 143 followers and I'm following 12. Go ahead, getting very technical there.
That was very technical. Are we fade out?
Jesus fuck.
That was as tight as the fade you have, Aaron.
Time to lay down some serious sound.
I remember watching a YouTube video, right, and learning how to make that lead and use the filter. So I've done that, and then I made this. I remember now it was in the flat, and I remember because remember hardstyle the plucky filter going up. I still love it, mate, and I couldn't do it up until then. I'm pretty sure this is not my melody either. I'm pretty sure this is. I didn't think not bad. We'll have another.
You've got a work in progress, and I was entering DJ competitions.
That's why I signed into my label back then. Something
I've
been
me for 12 years.
What about that for a name? Something I've been fucking about with.
It was that before you learned how to speak England. That's very Zanny.
That's the obviously 13 years ago was whenever I was starting to understand a bit.
Yeah.
Because I was doing it for longer than this. This is just when I started getting confident enough to put the stuff up. The mix is terrible too because the kick makes no difference to the
No.
sound coming in there. Right, that's another two from me. Jesus fucking.
Oh,
Christ.
have you conceded after that? Have
The
you?
other two are mashups though, so
Or do they not count?
I'm not really fussed on them.
Hope you are enjoying this so far, guys. I definitely am. I love that just kept coming in.
Ah, yes, sorry, I do remember you. I remember you now. I'm so sorry. I do remember you. Yeah, were you there last night at Logic? It looked epic. Like,
Seeing this, I see people's faces.
I know. See, whenever we're reading the chat here, it's very small until we put it on the screen.
And your picture's also a poster.
Yeah.
It seem, and I'm blind. The joys.
Yeah. Not deliberately, haha. What's not deliberately? But very crammed, kept smacking people in the face. Donna, I know how you dance, so I'm sure.
I would say you're definitely
you're
a problem.
definitely smacking folk. But as long as you just had a good night. Right, Dave, your next tune.
Right.
Let's have a fucking giraffe at this.
After listening to that, I'm quite confident with all my tunes here now. I had an alias called Dave ID. And this was born out of I was Dave Allen and I wanted
lost
a new
my
name.
ID.
No. Went to see Kevin Bridges, and or no, do you know what it was? So I thought long and hard. I was like, Dave ID. Yes, this sounds fucking class. Yeah, whatever. Done this for a couple of months, and then me and a couple of mates went to see Kevin Bridges, and he went on this whole thing being like, Kevin, like, well, I am. Could I be Kev IN? So I go, Kev IN. And after that, Dave ID died because they would every time. They're like, oh, Dave ID, like Kev IN. I fucking well, I am, are you? I was like, fuck off. So this project lasted for a period of time until I received too much mocking. And that was the end of.
You can't take a hit, get out of that kitchen.
Yeah, I just changed my name and fucking went back on.
AKA Dave Allen.
Yeah.
Because everyone knew who Dave Allen was. I have to make sure people know that it's me from like me other couple of tunes I made. No, with your 50 followers.
How many have I got? 140. I was following 321 though, so that's terrible. So let's see.
Hold on. Put the thing. Let's read the bio. Holy fuck! You're writing fucking books. Let's go up. To give you a bit of background knowledge about myself, I am 24, been DJing for just 2 years and producing for 4 years. In this short space of time, I ran my own events in East Belfast, the night called Club Black. I have many artists play it, such as Dark by Design, Luke, Mandy Reid, Orla Feeney, Ran D, and MC Ram, Kid Chaos, and Dark, to name a few. I bet you that's all you had play.
There was more.
I was gonna say, we used to do that. We used to rate all the artists you played
and more.
to name a few. Oh fuck! I am self-taught DJ and I've been described as having the energy of Alex Kidd and Marky G combined. I believe I am more than a DJ. I am an entertainer, and when I'm on the decks, my aim. My main aim is to entertain.
That hasn't changed.
No, that hasn't
years.
changed at all. Fair play to you. With regards to my producing, this took off very slow. It has only been the last 2 years that has really got serious for me. My first release was on Infusion Audio.
Yeah.
I was the label boss, a local label, and the track MF Reverse Bass got to number 8 in the Track It Down charts with 5 sales. I added that in. I have had 3 releases so far on Infusion, and the other 2 being Electric Dreams and Relentless. I tend to make the hard side of music, with hard trance, hard dance, and hardstyle being my main area of interest. Expect some big tracks and some big remixes on this page. I am full qualified. I'm full qualified
engineer, but not full qualified
in the
writer.
studio and do engineering of tracks as well as recording live sound and bands. Go ahead. Dare to be different.
I always kept that in mind. So let's see. This is my most proud tune ever that I made back in the day.
Is that the first release I done?
No, the first release was MF Reverse Bass. We'll get to that.
Well, that's got
there's a story behind
plays,
every single one of these, mate. Right?
Here, hit buy on Track It Down to see if it brings it up.
Which is the website?
Oh, that's dead, isn't
it? So right.
This
Electric Dreams tune was whenever I was in college, and I never wanted to go home to make music, so I used to finish class at 2 and I would then go and sit in the back corner of the library at a wee table on my own, and I would just make music until the library shut at like 9 o'clock. And that was just what I would do every day that I went into college. And everybody's like, "Oh, where are you for pints?" Like, no, I'm going to make tunes. And this fell out of me whenever I was in the library and was like, holy shit, I'm actually a musical genius. Even now, I still think this is up there with some of the best tunes I've made.
Right. Let's go. Well.
What happened? When there's a long This is fucking beautiful.
I do like this actually, right?
It's got a guitar sample. Light.
You're very good at that. You're very good at making samples. Even so good at that. You're right,
With Dave Allen on the artwork as well.
You must have changed your name after that.
This is such a great drop.
Nice channels, you reckon?
About 12.
Yes. I mean, that's sound like that. Like some bother. And that's right on point with like the Alex Dead and like chaos stuff from back then. Like, yeah.
I didn't want to make it. I wanted to make it. That was my get him on.
That's alright, actually. Perfect.
So
That's why I signed it, obviously. As you can see, Infusion Audio was my label.
this
That's how me and Dave met.
this tune, Michael Biddle's "Relentless," the Dave ID, aka Dave Allen remix. There was never an original, so me. Never.
Why the fuck did I release a remix? Saying that, I used to do that. I remember LED sent me a couple of tunes too and was like, here, I made this for someone, but their label refused it and says you can release it. And I was like, all right, well, no sweat.
We sat in his house and we're just fucking making tunes on countdowns and stuff. And I made this tune. And he said to me, "Oh, can I do a remix of this?" Or no, it wasn't. Sorry, I lie. He had the MIDI for this. And I was like, "Here, give us that." And I just fucking blasted away while he worked on his. And we couldn't think of a name. And there was a tin of Relentless sitting on the table. I was like, "Relentless, we'll call it that." So that was the name of it. Then he never finished his. I was like, "You're taking the piss here. I want to get this out there because it's fucking class." And he never bothered his whole. So I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm just going to release this and see what happens." He's like, "Oh, you have to still put my name on it though if you're getting it released." But you didn't fucking do anything. I made the fucking tune. So yeah, this still isn't even the best story behind all these things.
Yes.
Hey, fucking dark anything. Yes, though.
I will mix them. I mean, the ideas are all there. I know you could get an actual 20% out of it, like, maybe more now. It is, man. So can reverb,
Nice boy,
you know. But if you maybe if you say in the reverb, then maybe we'll just get a wee bit more out of it. Again, what was it? 11 years ago?
Let's say Relentless there. Now we have this one. This is
the one I like.
This was the original.
The original.
The first one that you signed, right? So me and Gary don't remember making this.
Put it on full screen so we're going to play her.
what happened was I broke up. Do you remember my missus, who was a knob back in the day? Whenever I was meant to go and play down site, what was it? Joyfest.
Getting wavy with Davey.
Getting ravey with Davey. That's what it should fucking be.
I'll Dave the Rave.
No.
Dave Lar too. I started calling you that since we started going to Wales.
When we
Like Dave Lar.
when we I meant to go down and play Joyfest and all. Do you remember that dial fucking one that I was going out with? Right. She what was the point in the story? Oh,
Is this the one where you were meant to come to Rangers and play with us as well, and you didn't come because she saw your message and we girls asked them to come to the event?
Aye. Saying,
Here I'm big DJ now. I'm going to get another bird to go with me with my bird.
that wasn't it. I'm
playing the Shankle Rangers tonight with Kid Chaos.
I was messaging people to try and get them to come to the night, but she picked it up as you're messaging wee girls to come and watch you DJ. You know that I'm malarkey. That's what it was.
Do you remember we used to do the Bebo blasts and all, mate? I used to go to everyone.
The wee fucking hack machine and all that do it. But so that ended that relationship, obviously.
I know.
So in any I didn't fucking cheat. In true style, I met Gary and was like, "Oh, I'm so depressed. Do you want to get drunk and we'll make a tune?" He's like, "Okay." So we got 2-3 litres of cider because it was 11 years ago and I was fucking skint. And we drank them and smoked a load of weed, and then fell asleep in my room and woke up the next day and was like, the fuck's this? Now, I'm color coordinated for everything on Ableton and all, whatever. Everything was white. It had all just been set as white. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And played it, and we made this tune, and we don't remember making any of it.
Let's play this tune.
So, hope you enjoy this shit. Oh, I need to be the wee window so we pop back. Hi again.
Hey, everybody.
My name's Dave and I make rave.
Yeah! Here we fucking go! I think I played this.
I didn't even really like
that's what I didn't like it. Like, don't get me wrong, it was alright, but it wasn't my favourite out of all the ones I made, and Ghetto was the one that came with.
what?
Like Reese Pace.
Doing races before they were fucking pieces, man.
That's full LED.
Right.
Class.
We've been,
What is there? Rays of the Machines? Is there?
I don't know. Let's
Finder.
see. Well, shut. Oh, here, fuck! I made a Shrans tune. Do you want to hear the Shrans tune before we move
Paul
on?
Music. That's right. He was on the label too, or is that the label?
No,
page?
sure. Do you not remember what happened with that? So he done the tune, and then I was like, here, let me do a remix. But it was a house tune.
That's right.
And then he was getting all antsy about it being released on some other labels. Like, mate, fucking wind your neck in. It's just me. It's not like it's gonna do anything. I just want to have it and put it out.
Did I release that? Did I?
No, it never got released.
Did I started promoting it and all, I remember, and then he just disappeared. But he was another one of them ones, mate. I don't know. I never met the fella, but we were playing in the front page.
Yeah.
Me and Hartley.
Oh, front page.
And he had a pre-recorded set on, a 30-minute mix on the decks. That's the first person I ever seen that done
Oh,
a
he
pre.
did.
He had a set. Now we were debating it. I don't know whether he heard a tune he was playing in a set and used the actual set to mix the tune.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It could have been that, but the mix was like fucking 30 odd minutes long, and he was playing a 30-minute set.
Right.
And my argument today still was that he used like a Brennan Hart set to play a tune that wasn't released. And
Yes.
do you know what I mean? I think that's what he done, but Hartley was convinced, nah, mate, he just fucking stood because he was getting the pick. He's like, but I never got because we went on straight after him, so I never really got to talk to him. But
Yeah.
see, back then he was making decent tunes, like,
Mhm.
and that's another one of them ones where it was just like, see the many people we know who were always way better than me and you.
Gary Ferguson as well.
Guy Ferguson was the best out of you.
Gary Ferguson made trance and made that tune with me.
Gary Ferguson was probably the best producer out of you, Billy, and all like. And then look at Billy now, look at you now.
Billy gave Gary his version of Ableton. Gary gave me Ableton. Then me and Billy didn't really do much. Billy done some. Gary
Billy
done,
Gillies, this is we're talking about,
Yeah.
because they're all the same crowd.
Billy done some. Gary done fucking loads. Like
Gary was, I
became
remember.
obsessed.
Aye.
And then Gary just dissipated.
But know what it is? It's people the same way we had a few people that, like hard providers and all too that work with us on the label. Like it didn't happen fast enough, and they just sort of were like, do you know what I mean? Whereas like it was, see, whenever I started doing it, me and you got together too, like things never happened to us for years, but we were never like, we never done this to play clubs and all. We just done it to make music.
Yeah.
Because we loved it. Do you know what I mean? That's the difference. Some people are in it for the wrong reasons. They're in it to get fame and make. The chances are, like, you're not going to be a millionaire being a DJ. There's very few of them do it. Like, do you know what I mean? The chances are you're just going to get by.
You do it because you were starved of attention as a child, and now you crave the attention of adults.
That's it. But I know it is. It's crazy how, like, Paul Music, Guy Ferguson. There's two already.
Dark Deliverance, Gavin Shaw.
They done stuff on the label, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
They just stopped.
Gavin was very talented, and then
And what did you call the other one?
he didn't want to buy a new laptop. That was his problem. He could do all this mad shit, but his laptop couldn't run
Handle
the
it.
CPU. And then he's like, "Nah, fuck this." And again, it's not moving fast enough. Saw that for Game of
If
Smarties.
any of you are listening, fucking let's go. Like, get back in there. The fuck, it's never too late.
Come
Look,
on.
you see your man, chapter and verse. He's 45-year-old.
Who's that?
He's like a tech house DJ. 45-year-old. Barry just signed him.
Right.
Never done anything in his life. And then he just, like a year ago over COVID, he was like, oh, I'm going to try and do this. Now he's one of the biggest tech house DJ producers on the planet.
Fuck.
45-year-old he started.
It's Tech House.
I know, but it doesn't matter. Man. It's never too late. Like, he was like, fuck this, I'm career move. Now it comes playing everywhere.
Well, that's it. It's never
Too late.
It is never too late. Never say never and all that.
Right, so what have we got? We play Paul Music, Smoking Too Much Ganja.
By Dave ID, aka Dave Allen.
On Infusion Audio, exclamation mark.
Yes, no Martin.
Popping, popping like me, if me not leave the bad man. My mom, she crying, Lord have mercy. You better run, come. She asked, but wait, I don't know how you grow up. So fiesta, but you don't feel like a boy, them coming up much too lazy. They won't feel wine and grind and then they leave you. My daughter, them buck up on another auntie. What they after, he tease you with them toy and then him whip your backside. He put you on the train and then catch the ride. Papa him said the Englishman is too hard. My mom, she said that German man is so lardy, lardy. But your things are down, then get some timber to fire it. Then smoking too much, cutting too much,
What's happened to you? You've got worse.
It's because I fucking started working with you. You're bringing me down, bringing me down.
Bring me down, bitch.
Right, so let's tear into you for a wee bit here. What have I got? That same shit. We'll go through Infusion Audio with the end.
AJ, oh fuck. Yes, right. We'll go with this one.
So do you wanna tell the story of your alias?
Heart surgery.
Your relationship before me.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I hate hearing
So
this
I
story.
started out obviously as DJ Sergi, running events with my wee mate, and then Hartley was playing on the events. And basically, it started because me and him were meant to play all the events, but then when we started working with TFI, they were only really giving us one slot.
Do you remember what was it? The clubbing forum?
Aye,
back-
Davros, Hardstyle Forum.
The Hardstyle forum. Everyone was all fucking like before Facebook and all.
Aye, so what happened was me and Hartley started doing it together back to back, just so we could play the same events. Even though I was running the events, when we started working in the Odyssey and doing the big ones with Headhunters and all, there was only a certain amount of fucking slots.
Yeah.
And then we just started doing it. Like Hartley started playing with LED, and then it was the perfect thing because he was playing all them events, we were doing all our events, so it meant we were doubling our gigs. And then we started trying to make music, and this is how it sort of went. So this one we made with Hard Providers, who I just mentioned there, and I think we were ahead of the game.
Which one do you want? Do you want the?
We come one. So this is a mashup, but it's fully original. Even the kicks in this we made. How many years ago was it?
12.
12 years ago. Do you know what I mean? That is really bad, I think. But the idea was alright. It's just the kicks and all were we tried to make the kicks by ourselves because that was more in the timeline where, you have to make your own snare. You have to make remember them days. And look, free release when we reach 50 likes on our fan page.
55. Did you just give it away for free?
Probably.
Did you get the 50?
I think we were at 400 or something there. Was it going to be second ago? So it wasn't too bad.
I thought this was good. We know it was
It's creative. It's just
I can't get no sleep.
And then go to the show.
I can't get no sleep.
Just good. Right. So this is both of them. It was week 1 and 2. But the thing is, there's no when we made this. Remember, we are the dog's balls. Like,
I can imagine we're all sucking each other off, and the wee kids they had their wee, or not their wee.
I don't know what this is a nice club.
No, we did there, so no one's taking that.
Remember, you used to do that?
We used to do it night change, you bastard.
Yo.
I mean, that's one. The thing there is very weak. If you did the kick push stronger, I think I would be alright.
No, oh, brilliant.
Right. That was that. 50 likes and people got that one for free.
Well,
Turn your mics up. Mustn't be able to hear when the music's playing.
Don't worry, we're not talking any sensible anyway.
So this is we released this, as you can see on the label. It got an official release, never got pulled down. But this is a Rhythm of the Night with the Hard Providers.
I like this meats and all. They really fucking went for it with the artwork. And this one. Never give me and Gary that one.
That was Burnsy.
Amp.
I just sent Burnsy, and he just made the artwork.
What's AMP stand for? Go. What's this?
It's release 12. I know,
I know, but I don't give a fuck what release it is. Why does it say AMP 2011?
What? I don't know. I mean, I'm genuinely fucking confused.
We just trying to be really cool when people had like refixing all of tunes instead of just putting remixes. Well, we'll let just hear it while Sergi goes and figures out what his past self did.
This is the rhythm of my life. My life. Oh yeah, this is the rhythm of the night. Rhythm of the night. Oh yeah. This is the rhythm of my life. My life. Oh yeah.
when you were making
Yeah.
them kicks, did you just walk about in the hard wooden floor going dum dum dum
No,
dum?
what was it? Utonic or something we used and Quadrafuzz.
Oh, quadrafuzz, mate. Fucking quadrafuzz.
I don't even know what that can mean.
That's what I was saying to you beforehand on this.
Find Rise of the Machines.
The just to everybody else, you really shouldn't judge yourself against people, because see, back then, whenever I was doing my hard dancing,
What's happening, Carly? No. Did you have a good night? And shout out to Ali, Jay,
Casco,
Gaskell. Don't know who you are, but welcome. Phase 2 in the house. We're going through all our old tunes that we made 12, 15 years ago.
don't compare yourself to other people, because whenever I was doing all my hard dancey stuff there,
Yeah, when we understand, we know it's this new system thing we're working. We haven't fully ironed out the all the things, so we need to work out how to do that. Because in OBS we can get it. The way you can talk as well.
you need to remember there's people just listening to this on Spotify and haven't got a clue what you're
I
on
know.
about when you cut me
We
off.
both do it. Sorry for those who are listening on Spotify. We are reading the chat.
There's not going to be a story time because Jason's going to interrupt me again. I know you're going to do it. I can feel that you're going to do it just to be a dick. Whenever you came out with your hard providers and you guys doing all that there, I was like, holy fuck, I am so bad at what I'm doing. I'm shit. I'm going to quit. This is awful. But I wasn't making Dutch style music. I was making UK hard dance style music. But now listening to them with the clarity that I have now, it was just as good. But you're your own worst critic.
Yeah.
And that's it. And it's mad now, because I really do remember whenever you guys all came out and done this, I was like, fuck, who are these ones? Who's heart surgery and fucking hard providers? Shit. 'Cause there wasn't many people back then producing hard style.
No, not really. In fact, LED was about the only one, like, I think.
Yeah.
And there was a load of DJs, like, what do you call them? Dual and Shock,
Aye.
Lab Tech and Pulse, all them, but none of them were producing, like.
Deckhead.
Deckhead.
Fildo.
No.
I tried searching for it on YouTube. It didn't exist.
Doesn't, maybe with
You obviously didn't do a YouTube.
Oh, that was too much hard work back then.
It was fun times back then, like not having a baldy with anything done, but yet slowly but surely figuring out. And like even back then, I would never have used a reference tracker, wouldn't have watched a tutorial. I was like, no, I'm going to learn to do this all by myself, and then realized that I was just being a little bitch, and I really should have been doing that.
Right. So this, we'll listen to this, and then we'll go into some Phase 2 stuff, and then we'll wrap her up. So you need to share the screen, maybe.
I'm aware of what I need to do, Jason. You just keep talking.
This was the first tune I ever made. Obviously, it was part of a duo, but I done most of the work. Hartley was in and out of it a couple of times, but this was purely me, and it's so bad.
I love how you built that up as a big flex. And then you're like,
there's not a thing in key. Many years ago was this?
12.
Look, Infusion Audio Records. There's a fucking YouTube.
Oh, there they all are.
Oh, Deaf 2. Jesus, that was bad.
Zeno. LED. Hard providers, huh? A few big heavy hitters there, mate.
Yeah, so this is Rise of the Machine.
The life you know, all the stuff you take for granted, it's not gonna last.
I ripped that speech out of the YouTube, no, the film.
Aye.
So that's what you do when you only start.
aye, yeah.
Fucking,
Everything's
you
ripped.
still do it sometimes.
Yeah.
Imagine a world of permanent darkness, where machines control man's destiny. Imagine you were the only one who could
The first release on the label.
stop it.
the effect.
Nexus
piano, that's what I was about to say.
Ibiza. There's no subwoofer at all. See the best about that
I
too.
like it
That's
though.
not a loop. That's me. I actually drew all that fucking pattern in there.
Did ya?
Aye.
Imagine you were the only one who could stop it.
That's where your big hardcore kick from one of your other
Aye.
tunes should have come in there. I
Aye.
was not expecting that to be reverse
reverse
bass.
It was released on the 12th of the 12th, 2010. Like we're
13
nearly
years.
13 years there.
I'll give you credit though. It was like you knew to go up and down
Aye.
with the basses and stuff. It
That's
just
it.
wasn't.
And seeing FL Studio too, it was hard to do on that. Like,
Yeah.
fucking crazy. Fun times.
They were fun times, and there's been a lot of there's actually something I remember when I was walking the dog the other day. I took the dog for a different walk, and I was like, I must tell you, and obviously all you guys out there as well. So we've been asked previously on this.
Thank you. We're enjoying it too. We're going to go into some of the first phase 2 stuff, and then we'll maybe carry on next week. We'll see how far we get going here.
If you have any questions, stick it in the chat, and we'll.
I
pick it up
didn't put a
again,
post up for
'cause he
questions.
forgot, and I don't do it.
I enjoy the questions actually.
So we have been asked on the show, and we've discussed previously bad gigs that we've had together, right? But we've never talked about bad gigs that we may or may not have had before we were together. Did you have any gigs that you would say
Aye.
that were fucking?
There was one that it was LED got me on a gig in I can't remember what you call the place. It was just outside Ballymena, right?
Molly Sweeney's?
No,
The-
Molly
oh.
Sweeney's was fucking the opposite way down near Roma.
The Ramble Inn?
No,
Okay.
it was a wee town, and it was a nice wee club too. And I lived in the flat, and me and Heather, I think we made a mine's who's passed away, and I went with us, and I spent £100 round trip on a taxi to go here, and there was 2 people in the place.
Were you playing, or did you just
Play
go?
it, and even LED didn't even.
Oh, obviously
end
you're
up-
playing. We're talking about bad gigs.
LED didn't even end up playing a set. He drove up later on and had a couple of drinks and went. But I remember, like, I was broke at the time, and I was promised to go up there and get free drink and all.
Yeah.
I got nothing, mate. It was me, her, and we Coist. Like them's were literally the only people there.
Yeah.
And fair play to Heather and Coist. They danced their ass off to whenever I played. But it was one of them ones, even though it was only when I was starting out. Before I'd played some good gigs prior to that.
Aye.
I'd played to hundreds of people already. And doing that whole thing, coming back with zero, like the money to get me up there broke me.
And back then, though, I would imagine knowing you from that era, you had a lot bigger ego than you had now. Like, I'm sure that must have
I
really
would've hurt,
fucking
like,
bit your balls.
I know, it pissed me off so bad. But it was more I took a chance, and it was the money I spent to go, because I wasn't getting paid for the gig. I was promised a free night basically. So I was like, right, well, I would spend £100 if I was going out to town. Might as well. I asked the fella, I knew he was a taxi driver. I said, how much would you bring me up here for and back again? He goes, what time? I said, we'll go at 7, pick us up again at 1. Mate, see as well, we end up having to sit in the bar downstairs because the bar closed, because the nightclub closed. So we end up having to sit in the bar in this wee shithole town and wait on him coming back to get us.
Fucking
So, you know what I mean? So that's why I was justified. I was like, I'm going to get to go and play a gig.
yeah.
I mean, LED always plays fucking half decent gigs. Even he was like, fucking hell. The promoter was just a knob. He didn't promote it or nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We've been there.
What about you? What was your worst one?
I I had two really bad ones. One wasn't overly bad. One I got lifted smoking a joint outside the Odyssey after a set, and
I have a story there too.
they wouldn't let me back in because the club owners was getting on. Like I'd smuggled in 10 kilos of heroin. I was like, mate, I literally was smoking a joint after my set to calm myself. I was like, nah, you're scum. Wouldn't let me back in to get my bag, and met Burnsy outside, and Burnsy was like, "I dead on.
What's happening, wee bro? Hope you're good.
How's it going on?"
I don't know. I still don't know how that Irish name gets a one out of that. Like,
Eoin, Eoin.
That's a shankle in me. I just can't get it.
But yeah, Burnsy was a lifesaver there. He went in, Kid Chaos was playing. He's like, "Can I lift that bag?" He's like, "No." I was like, "For another DJ." He's like, "Yep, let him go." And that was that. And I got my bag back. And I was like, "Thank fuck for that."
Well,
I had all my CDs.
I think it was the big one we done, the Headhunters one we done in Bar 7. And I played that by myself. Me and Hartley didn't play. I was still DJ Sergi at this stage.
Right.
I played that event and fucking best. That was the best gig I ever played, mate. There was like 1,000 people in there.
The Headhunter night was class.
We run that event to 18-year-old kids. And it was back in the meth days. Remember the mephedrone stuff?
Yeah.
I went out the back and took a blast of it, and CID got me on the way in, plainclothes police. And
Fuck.
they threw me out. I was like, fuck. Everyone, Heather and all was still inside. Obviously, all the people we run the event with, and they were all like after it. No, he has to go. He can't come back and all. But they got me downstairs and they were like, "Oh, what are you sniffing?" I was like, "That's legal, that stuff." And they were like, "Right." So they took my name and all. They ended up with didn't arrest me. Took my name and all, threw me out of the building. And then about 3 weeks later, I had to go to court, and me and Blackie, two dickheads, sat up all night drinking. And I was like, "Blackie, you're definitely coming to court with me today, aren't you?" Or tell I wasn't court. I just had to go for an interview in the police station.
Aye.
And I was like, "You're definitely coming down here with me." He goes, "Oh, mate." So me and him fucking banging loads of stuff, stayed awake. It was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Went to the beach club the night before, stayed up to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We're about to go down, and I got a phone call from a police officer like a half an hour before, and she says, "Sorry, we done that test on that. It's all good."
And you got away with it?
I got away with it. I was like, "Fuck me." But I was raging, mate. Like, and it was like, and you know what I mean? We were working with Barbara and Andy and all that, and I was like, they were like, "Come on, you can't be doing that." I sort of understand. Like, if me and you were working with 2 young kids now, and,
yeah.
do you know what I mean? But back then, I was like, "Fuck me." And
But
fair
don't
play
see
to
it back
Burnsy,
then.
like Burnsy was like, "Nah, it's me and him. It's me and Jason." Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? He stood bad.
My worst one ever was actually supposed to be my first ever gig, which ironically worked out well because it turned out that my first ever gig was the warm up for Randy, so it all worked out well. But we were doing the nights in the center spot, and it was double booked for a night we were trying to do, and we couldn't get a venue anywhere. So Ralph said to Ralph said to the Craigie Cricket Club that he was putting on a charity event for Tesco's, and could they spare a room? I'm like, yeah, not a problem at all. This room had a limiter in it, so whenever the sound went to a certain level, it cut out all the electric in the room.
Yeah.
Right. So we went ahead.
Drag that up there.
I'll do it in a second. Let
There's
me
just
tell my
different to
fucking-
Mangs. You click Mangs and drag.
I will get to that in a minute. Stop fucking interrupting me in stories, or I'm not
Stop
doing any more
fucking-
podcasts.
Changing your fucking algorithm on your fucking computer.
Right, fuck up. So we went ahead with the night, and the 13 people showed up, right? But it was like, well, no, I would say maybe there's about 20, 30 people. But it was all people from the East, and it definitely wasn't people that they were expecting to be from a Tesco's charity event. Rocked in, started playing the trance and all. Kept turning it up a wee bit, and then went out. Fuck. So over the course of a couple of hours, the power went out 3 or 4 times because of the music being
Aye,
louder
too
in the
loud.
room, right? And then Swanee was meant to be playing, but Swanee started freaking out. He's like, "Can I let him play after me?" He's like, "Let me play before you." I was like, "No, I'm playing before you, mate. I'm freaking out here. I just want to get it over and done with, and that's that." So we fucking tossed a coin for it, and I lost. So Swanee had to go on first, right? So Swanee rattled the fuck out of it, like red line and everything. The music went off, I think, about 5-6 times during his set. But the boys during the night had got up on each other's shoulders and tried to put chewing gum over the limiter, right?
As if that's going
Yeah, right. But the owner of the cricket club may or may not have been involved in more than just cricket, shall we say, right? And had
Breaking
observed
people's knees
all
with cricket
this
bats.
over the night and was getting a bit pissed off. And we'd noticed that a couple of other fellas had started to filter into the back of this room. Like, it was a room that held maybe about 200 people. You're definitely noticing other people that aren't the 30 of you that are there. And Swanee got through his set, and I stepped up to the decks. And as I stood in the decks, a bottle went past my head, smashed behind me. The boys had been called because the music had got a bit too raucous, and they realised that this wasn't a charity event for Tesco's. The boys started baiting the fuck out of people, and then all the
Fucking hell.
boys from these started fighting back with them. Fucking smashed the guy's car window. So we were like, grab the fucking speakers, like fucking Benny Hill, mate, running up the street with these big fucking tops and all, fucking mixers and all on their arm. And I was like, holy fuck, I am never DJing, I suppose, ever again. That must be a sign not to play. And then 3-4 weeks later, DJ'd for Randy.
What's happening, John? Hope you're good. I'm glad you had a laugh. I'm glad you're enjoying the show. Well, the show's doing actually quite well tonight, isn't it?
It is.
We're looking at all the numbers over all the platforms.
So, right, what were you trying to
Hello.
interrupt me for when we story?
What is happening, Kane? Hope you're good, brother. Thanks for watching the show. You know it. I'll
See, I
get
always
the
forget
badge
we're
in.
live.
Owen, get the badge in.
Fuck off.
For those on Spotify, I have got a Stone Island jacket on, and they're giving me grief. Donna Jones, meow meow. Oh, they were the days. That's what they used to call that.
Meow, meow,
M-cat,
M-cat. It was fucking crazy them days.
make sure you come next time we play over there, or you can come and see us somewhere else. Get in your car and drive. Carly, flags will be back in stock in the new year. It won't be this side of Christmas. We'll have a supply issue at the minute. Right, bangarang.
Bang, bang, bang,
Bang,
bang,
bang, bang, bang.
So what was your problem? You couldn't click and drag. Is that what your problem was?
I wouldn't drag up.
Isn't it amazing how that worked perfectly there?
I didn't the last time, well.
Oh, it's just because you're
Right, so there's a story behind this tune. This was the first time me and Dave sat in the studio together, and we sat in the studio and we were. It was like we were a bit nervous. The first time we met each other, like we met each other at gigs and all, but it's different atmosphere. You know what I mean?
Club Rocks. I was sitting on my own in the wee wallflower in the corner.
And then we got in the studio and we're like, Asda was across the street from my old house. We're like, do you want to go over and get a bottle of vodka? So we went over and got it.
Shit, that's right. There was. It was just across the road.
We wandered over to Asda and got a bottle of vodka and got completely blocked. And this is what we made. And funnily enough, this is our best tune.
Performing tune ever.
It's got like 400,000 views now. This is the biggest tune we made.
We don't even understand how.
I know.
Like,
There's
there's no-
about 2 minutes of dead air after too.
Aye, there's like no reason for this tune to have done well at all.
All we done was we got a Skrillex tune, Bangarang,
I put a kick over.
put a kick under it. We put a kick under the fucking thing. That was it.
Yep.
Play. Let's play her and let's fucking have a little laugh. Fast forward a wee bit.
I remember when LED told us he was going to play this in
Aye,
the beach club,
he
and I said,
did
"Oh
too.
my god, he's going to play it in a club!"
Fair play to LED. Actually, he played that in all of
He-
his sets
he
for
fucking
fucking
rinsed that for
years. I
years, like-
remember going and watching him just to hear the tune be played. Like, and mate, that's whenever I started to go, how long we actually might get to do something here. Like,
On our first tune.
I'll be honest, man, I always did sort of believe. Like, I always.
Well, let's be honest. We've always been honest about it. I joined forces with you because I seen you were getting gigs and had all the contacts, and you were joining forces with me because I could make music.
Yeah,
and
you
you
can
needed
make music
someone
better
to
than
be a
me, yeah.
pencil for you.
Yeah,
and that was,
100%.
and again, it's formed a blossoming friendship.
I know, fucking 11 years later. And then,
This bad boy was the first, well, I'd say first original. It really wasn't an original, but it was our original. And that's-
7 minutes long. This is it's an original bar the vocals, and it got an official release and all.
Yeah. And this is the one I remember making going, this is fun. Yes,
play
but
it, play it.
sneaky trick. I remember flipping them guitars in and out of that.
It was so like we put a lot of work in this. We one too,
Mm.
7 minutes long.
For
If
a
you're going
laugh.
to talk, pause it.
Sorry. It does the full song.
Yeah. Right, it's actually not as bad as I remember it again. At the time,
we
but
should do it again
I go for it.
and just bring it all back again and be like, this is where it started and here's where we are now.
Full circle.
And I can compare and contrast. What other fucking good ones did we have from back in the day?
Disco.
Disco was good.
That was the third one we made, I think.
What are you being like that for now? Disco was a fucking melt as well because we had a copy of NI Massive.
Yeah.
And the parameters, every time you saved it, the parameters reset. So we tried to do like dubstep wobbles and all. And
well, we did do it, but it was literally we had to do it when we
every
finished it
fucking
because
time.
it was a cracked version of Massive. And every time you close the project, it just reset. It wouldn't save at all for whatever reason. So this was a ball ache, but I'm still proud of the dubstep wobbles.
I know that it sounds class in the tune, but the fact is these probably weren't what they were originally meant to sound like. It
we
was just
probably
fucking
whatever we could get before we saved it and rendered it. But this Renegade System, or
he done a remix of this here,
but it was Renegade DJ one that he done a hardstyle remix.
Yeah.
Fast forward.
It was like clones from back in the day.
Yes, it was
that kind of style.
Did you hear the dubstep wobbles? That's all I was thinking about there. All right. But at the time, we thought it was bad. Oh, there's the wobbles. Fun times, man.
They were very fun times.
And that basically brings us till about 2013.
Yeah, that was our first year of music. We made 3 songs. It's mad.
I know.
Now, I made 3 songs this week.
We have made a shitload. There's what is there, 10, 12 on SoundCloud on the Dice thing?
Yep. You have about 5 backlogged sitting there. I've made another 4 since then. There's been multiple other ones that have been made that are just like, nah, I can't be bothered finishing up.
So from Donna, have you two ever fallen out? If so, for how long, and did it bring you closer? Worst disagreement you've had? So no, we have actually never fallen out. We have had disagreements on things, but it's always been quite diplomatic. Like, we get to the bottom of it. Like, he'll tell me his argument, I'll say my argument, and then we'll get to there. But we have actually never had a full blown fight. Like,
No, there's one time in my mind always sticks out. And it-
Clancy's Plantar.
no, there was, and it was completely justified with what you'd said, and it was kind of a kick up the arse for me, but it was really, really far back in the day. And you'd give off to me because you were pumping more money in than I was, but it was because you were doing it before consulting me to see if I had the cash, and that's what I got annoyed at.
Right.
And once I'd said that to you, you were like, "Oh, I never really thought about that." But that was the only one time I think that there was like, and you're talking maybe 8, 9 years ago, like the very start of it. When you were like, "I'm paying for all this shit, and you're not giving a penny." I was like, "Well, I didn't fucking tell you to pay for it, did I, dickhead? I didn't ask you to do that."
See, I don't even remember that. Like,
And that was, but it was always one wee thing. So I was like, "That's the only ever thing that I think I can."
Yeah.
It didn't bother me, but it was the one time that I think it was more. You'd said something, I was annoyed at it, and then once I'd said to you, I think it was the first time we'd ever had a fucking disagreement. I was like, oh, shit, we've had a fight. Are we going to come back from this? Is this it? It's at the end of phase 2 before it's begun.
But we are pretty good at that. It's like, once you say, like, I'll say, nah, you can't be doing that, or like, mate, don't be doing it this way, and you'll be like, once we'll say the argument. It's not even an argument.
See, to be fair,
if I go from my point of view and your point of view, like, we both just take it and go, right, well, I'll listen to that.
But the way you're talking, we would argue all the time. Like you were saying, this was like 1% of the time, and even then, we're very different, but we're also very similar in our ways of getting on.
We do argue all the time, but it's not. People say it's about me and her as well. Fuck me, all you ever do is argue, but like, it's not serious. It's not like we're not going to fall out over this. This is just the way we are. Do you know what I mean? Like, we'll argue about things and we'll joke about things like that, but we've never actually like not talked to each other.
No, there's never been a proper moment where we've been like, fuck, he's a dick.
That's it. Like, I'm sure I do your head in sometimes and you do my head in sometimes, but mate, if you're with someone for so long all the time, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if like we're with each other nearly every fucking day, like.
But that's
and then you travel together, or you're sleeping in the same room together sometimes. Like, it's, you know what I mean?
But that's even whenever we came back from doing the full weekend of all the shows, and then you came back to the Halloween party, and we're like, nah, and you fucked off just for a few hours to have a steak dinner on your own. I got a
steak dinner by myself.
Like, everyone else was raging at you, and I was like, I completely get it. He has been surrounded by everyone for the last 3 days, and the last thing he wants is a fucking another party. The man just needs an hour of head shortness. If I didn't come here with him, I probably wouldn't have come to your fucking Halloween party, to be fair.
But that's, you know what I mean? Like, people don't get that. You've traveled for 3 days, you played all these shows, and then you get home and you've hardly slept, and then you come to a Halloween party with the whole family, all the kids.
Yeah.
And I stayed most of it. I just, after about an hour and a half, I was like,
I just disappeared for
I'm going to get a fucking dinner here.
But I get that. It's just we do.
But we understand each other too. Like, I know whenever you're getting a bit fucking iffy, I'm like, right, just back off. Let's do it. I know when you're not feeling creative, I'm like, right, just leave it. Then it'll come back.
It was whenever you used to harangue me, we'll say. I was going to say you used to ride me, but that's definitely the wrong choice of words. When you used to give off, whenever that's about 3 different choices of words I've used now. Fuck's sake, just get to the point. Whenever it was always, where's the music? Where's the music? Where's the music? Where's the music?
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to articulate it to you that I can't do it right now without you being angry, not angry at me, but being like, where's the fucking music? And then one day you just clicked and we're like, I understand now that if you're not feeling creative, that it's very hard for you to make music, so don't actually worry about it.
Because I don't have to.
Because it was out of the blue when you said that to me, and I really did appreciate it.
I was talking to loads of people. Backstage. It's when we done them big run of shows, and I was like, I just do it. Like, it doesn't fucking, like, I just work. Like, I don't, if I feel down or feel fucking not creative, I just still go out and do it. But then I'm not writing melodies and stuff. I'm just mixing and mastering.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Where it's sort of you don't have to be creative to do it. Like, don't get me wrong, if you want to do like breakdown things like Cool Way Effects and all, yes. But once you start just like getting the vocals sitting right with the leads, you're already there, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas you have to create a melody from scratch or write vocals, or
And it all has to
yeah.
sit well with each
So
other.
and it was about the Ghost stuff, because we were doing a lot of Ghost production stuff, and I was talking to Renegade System as well, and he said to me, "It'll burn you out. It'll affect your own music." And I was like, "Sure, it won't. No, it won't. Like, I do a lot of engineering, it doesn't affect it at all." And then that's when I thought, but maybe if you're
You're building and engineering.
it's like if you were trying to be creative all the time, I'm sure it does burn you out. And I realized that, and I was like, "Oh, right enough."
Well, that's what I said to you before we came on the show tonight. I'm gonna work hard as fuck for the next 4 days and finish off them 3 tracks that I've got there. And then for the month of December, there is not one bit of music's being made.
Yeah.
Because I need to just.
Well, there's plenty there for me to work on, so I'll get us into the new year
just
with
said it's a fucking piece of piss.
a load of good tunes.
But there's a never-ending stream of music seems to be coming now. It's just.
But again, you know yourself. I know myself. I know whenever I'm at my best, I work at my best at night time. Like, there's no doubt about it. See, at daytime, yet I just fucking can't do it. Like, I work at my best whenever it's dark. Like,
It's always dark in here.
I know, but I do, mate. Like, see, even if I come out here during the day, early in the morning,
yeah,
I'll do my best work at evening.
I get you though. Like, even coming home from Newcastle last night in the bus, I knew it was an hour and a half bus journey, an hour and 20 minutes or whatever. I brought the laptop with me. I was like, right, I'll get a bit of work done. But see, whenever I know like that I've got something to do, or I've got other things or bits of whatever to do afterwards, I can't get in the zone and focus. So I was sitting in the bus trying to do stuff, and I was like, I can't get into this. So it was like, I'll add this wee effect here, right? Open another project. Oh, I'll add this wee snare in here. Open another project. Oh, I'll change that synth and do a wee pitch bend here. Open another project. Like, I can't sit and get a proper steady workflow going.
Yeah.
Or if I know, like, even in the morning, sometimes whenever I'm coming here, I'll sit maybe 9 till 12. I'll get a good run going, but then once I'm clock watching, I'm going, right, I need to walk the dog, and I need to get breakfast, and I need to get to this, and I need to do that. Then I start losing my focus on what I'm doing, and everything then starts getting very shitty.
So another one from Donna. So you just take on other people with your Stone Island jackets. bloody love that. You've never proper fallen out. No. I do too, but I think it's just the type of people me and Dave are. I can only speak for me on this, like, but I am very understanding. Like, if
you're a lot more understanding.
I try and put myself in the position of Dave or of my missus or my kids or whatever it is. I don't like as much as I don't even get in the bad mood as much as I used to.
I would like to be like the way you are, but I'm not there yet. I am working on myself. I'm trying to let stuff slide now.
I do. I maybe to my detriment, I let too much slide. But
for an example, it's actually something I wanted to talk about. I know we're way over time, but fuck it. This isn't no P. Diddy or fucking Russell Brand. I'm coming out to say this before anything bad is said about us. But given what's happened to other people, there may be something bad put out there about us. So we get booked to play for a brand over in England for St. Patrick's Day. And the brand owner has been putting a few things up on Facebook that
he's a fucking dickhead.
Well, no, let's not name call. No, let's be nice about it, because we're professional at the end of the day. He's put things on Facebook that we wouldn't want to work with brands. He's slating other artists, and he's giving off about other people doing this, that, and the other, and making false accusations without anything. He's pretty much airing all his dirty laundry on Facebook. So I messaged him. This has been going on for 3 or 4 months, and I messaged him today just saying, "Look, sorry."
But also we have to remember there was he had to pay the deposit by a certain date, which he never did. So that's also another reason why. Yeah. Like, you can't be doing that either.
Given that he wanted to book us for St. Patrick's Day, I was like, right, well, it's very far in the future. You need to pay a deposit for that, because it's going to be a busy weekend for us, and we don't want to lose out on a gig. So I messaged today and just said, no, not going to be taking the gig up. Thanks, but no thanks. However, I do think it's a bit unprofessional the way you've handled your business, and we don't want to be associated with brands like that. To which then I got a barrage of messages saying that I was never getting booked anyway, and all this here is like, well, that's dead on. Oh, we let him down, and it's not very
Sure,
Irish
we
of
weren't
us and all this
playing.
here and whatever, and delete me off Facebook. But it just proved the point that that we were thinking. I was like, well, this is the way you've reacted because we've tried to give a bit of friendly advice. I'm glad we're not being associated. Like we've worked with some fantastic brands. We've also worked with some not fantastic brands. But I don't think anyone would ever say that we've ever been rude or not accommodating in any way, shape, or
Yeah.
form. And I also done the guy deal as well because he was booking us for phase 2 and Dice for 2 gigs. So it was in reality it was 4 sets.
Yeah.
So he got a pretty nice deal on that. And then it was just, again, it's about professionalism. And when you see all that, it's like, nah, I can't be having us associated with it.
I will go as I will put my house on this event not happening anyway.
Oh no, I've not.
Every
I've-
other day
yeah.
I see him posted such and such is off the lineup and other people are on the line and it's just madness. But fuck him.
It's completely metal the way things have transpired with that. But
Yeah, no, there will be a post up soon saying the phase 2 are dickheads.
Yeah.
So beware.
But it's again, it's another one of those ones. At least we've avoided that now because we've done our time doing a certain event similar to that,
Yeah,
and that shit ain't gonna fly.
that's it. Well, we'll wrap her up, but maybe come back next week with a few more tunes. 2013 onwards.
Yeah.
It would take us a full hour to do 2023. Like,
Well, I tried to do a producer set. I was going to do 2 hours for an end of year thing, and literally start from subground and work right up to hardcore Frenchcore, and you couldn't even fit it into 3.5 with all the music. I was like, and then you're like, well, I can't pick these tunes because they're all so fucking. They all need their place there.
we'll just do a phase 2 mix and a dice mix separately for the new year.
Yep.
Especially because there's some dice ones too people haven't heard. So, right, everyone, more news coming soon on more events, and we will be seeing you somewhere very soon.
Make sure you go over, check out all the socials as normal, phase2.co.uk and dice d1ce.co.uk. Sign up to all the pages and subscribe, share, tell all your friends, tell your granny, tell your postman. Just do it.
And please, even if you're watching this after, please share this and like this and all that good stuff. See yous.
Laters.